Good afternoon and welcome to Chargers Outside Zone. I'm Chuck.
I'm Thomas.
And today we are going to announce our Chargers giveaway winner of the Rumpl Chargers blanket.
And look at the anime and look at the
schedule on a calendar.
Schedule on a calendar.
To see how it looks.
To see how it looks.
Yeah, so let's get into it. This is a father-son hobby. We are not experts, and we do our best to stay away from hot takes.
Which we have done well in. But in the anime, the Chargers took some pot shots.
Right. But first, we ran a Chargers giveaway, a Rumpl Chargers blanket made from 100% recycled material. And the winner was at Chargers366. So congratulations to him, and thank you to everyone that participated in the giveaway event by, subscribing on YouTube, this channel, follow, liking, and retweeting on Twitter. Much appreciated.
Also, you can just subscribe generally.
Yeah. Yes, you can. Free to subscribe at any time.
You don't have to
wait for a giveaway. Yeah. So, in an amazing
anime
vid, the Chargers went ahead and did their schedule release, and we have some still shots here that we'll share with everyone and describe for the podcast. So the intro here, and you have 4 AFC West quarterbacks looking up at the Lombardi Trophy.
Looking at the shiny Lombardi.
All wanting to reach out and grab a hold
of the brass ring.
Yeah. Then you got to see a couple of the current Charger players in anime version. Justin Herbert, Khalil Mack, and a Derwin James, all looking very awesome.
Very awesome, yes.
And Brandon Staley even in the mix here.
That looked very cute.
He does look very cute in anime, and he has his 4th down marker right there behind him. Then we get into week 1, Chargers versus the Raiders. Raiders coming to SoFi to open the season. And
so we closed the season last year
with the Raiders, and
we opened the season with the Raiders this year.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And if you only watched the video and didn't look at the stills, you might have missed on the football. It says family, trust, respect. I think a sign of things to come.
Not words you hear from the Raiders.
Yeah, words not typically associated with the Raiders. But moving on to week 2, and we get our first look at the Mahomes mech. And what we can only presume is a Justin Herbert mech.
Herbert mech.
This is week 2, that Thursday night football game that's been announced. Amazon Prime Video's first game.
Yes.
Chargers at Chiefs.
It's going to be really fun here watching the Prime Video version.
Yeah, watching the Prime Video version, watching these two teams clash early in the season should be...
We get done with our travel.
Yeah, let's stick to the games. And week 3, yeah, you're right. We get the Chiefs out of the way early in the season, which is a bonus.
Yes.
Week 3, and this is when we go full shade.
Full cloud. Just a full cloud.
With the Chargers coming to town, decided to take one of the images of the Jaguars last year, and that would be
shots at Urban Meyer.
One Urban Meyer at the Chop House, or whatever they call it, his restaurant. So no holds barred in this anime video schedule release here. Pretty epic.
Yeah. Yes.
Week 4, Chargers at Texans, and just standard anime here. No shots fired against the Texans.
No shots fired.
Week 5, once again, they have this redacted on advice of our lawyers for week 5, Chargers at Browns. And
Here's something that they could have done for the Browns one. Did an anime version of Baker Mayfield. Said quarterback needs home.
and they could, that would have been one. But that's the beauty of this anime slide for this
Still.
game is everybody's mind gets to run wild on what could they have done, and sometimes that's more dangerous than the actual thing.
Yes, it is.
Week 6, Monday Night Football, Chargers versus Broncos. This is Let Russ Cook, Mr. Unlimited, traveling to SoFi
Yes.
as a Bronco.
First time facing him as a Bronco.
Yeah, should be exciting. Monday Nighter in the best stadium in the league.
Yes.
Week 7, and surprisingly, the Chargers content staff decided to take shots at everything Seattle.
All Seattle other than the Kraken.
Right, other than the Seattle Kraken, their hockey team, the only ones left safe in this picture here.
I mean,
Legion of Boom, Super
dead.
Bowl 49, goal line run plays. Mina Kimes was her football hopes and dreams are dead. And the 2001 Seattle Mariners. And then you have the little Russell Wilson doll there with a note on it that says, "Thanks for Russ, Heart Denver." So even the vigil candle has been snuffed out due to the rain in Seattle there, it looks like.
yes. It's
Good fun.
good fun there.
Week 8 is the bye week, and we can, see here Keenan Allen recharging. Good time of the season to have a bye.
Yes.
You got 7 games behind you with, the 10 left to go.
Yes.
Week 9, Atlanta Falcons, Chargers at Falcons. You had the bird running into the W, knocking it out, so that can only assume that
They hold themselves back from winning.
yeah, they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory
Yes.
in that Super Bowl game. It changes the waffle to awful. I like that little touch there. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. And then in the sign below, you have the 28% off 3 waffles or more.
Super Bowl. Brutal.
Yeah. So, moving on to week 10, you have the matchup between the Bosa brothers.
Bosa brothers and the two bears.
Yeah, the two
One-
bears. Maybe this is the California bear on the flag since playing in state here, but
I would have liked our bear to be blue.
he's got a little bit of a blue outline. The Niners one has a little bit of a red outline. Kind of interesting there. But that's a Sunday night game, week 10, Chargers at Niners.
Who's going to be the quarterback there?
Yeah, it's a good question. We talked a little bit about that last time, whether that's Trey Lance or Jimmy Garoppolo at that point. Week
We'll see.
11, Chargers versus Chiefs. This is where the Chiefs come to town. You get another look here at the Mahomes mech and the Herbert mech and just who's driving them. One Andy Reid on the left there in his Tommy Bahama floral shirt and in some kind of sandwich.
He loves his floral design T-shirts.
A Brandon Staley there with what only one can assume is a Starbucks coffee driving the Herbert mech. Nice imagery. And then I think in the video it has a Brandon Staley punching a go for it button.
4th down, go for it.
I think here is when you get some imagery of Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, J.C. Jackson.
Who's that with the guitar?
That would be one Austin Eckler. He does his guitar playing when he scores touchdowns, and it has a number 30 on it.
Guitar play.
And a little cameo of Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter there.
Adam Schefter wasn't safe.
Yeah, but there wasn't much shots fired. It was just them jamming on a phone.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
This is jamming on a phone other than Twitter.
Yeah. We get back to the schedule, week 12, Chargers at Cardinals, and not quite sure what's going on here, but then you get an image of K1 Kyler Murray deleting all his Arizona Cardinals posts. Great humor,
Yes,
great imagery here. You can really feel the angst in Kyler Murray and that.
Like, I want a
imagery.
contract.
Yeah.
Other than my 5th-year option.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of wishful thinking on his part, I think. Let's see what happens as we get closer to training camp. Week 13 has the Chargers traveling to Las Vegas to face the Raiders.
A dumpster. Just...
And I think this is the Chargers media team referring to the Raiders as a dumpster.
Dumpster.
Yeah, pretty obvious imagery. But
I think
just
there's a
straight calling them out.
B helmet.
Yeah, AB's discarded helmets, referencing back to
Chucky
Antonio
doll.
Brown, John Gruden, Chucky doll. Not sure the significance of the ship in a bottle, but yeah, who knows? Awesome
knows?
stuff. Great announcement there. Week 14, the Dolphins, and it's just a Charger riding a Dolphin, but
By the way, that fro that Tua made was underthrown. Breaking news.
yeah, breaking news. Twitter went crazy, but we looked at this image of this dolphin and got us thinking, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the We Are Tuanon dolphin?
Yeah.
Where Tua goes, we go too. This could be him that the Chargers media content team is taking shots at. So, we're going to consider this shots fired at We Are Tuanon. Week 15, the Titans.
The only real shot that they fired was their wide receiver.
Yeah, AJ was here, is on the wall. AJ Brown, now a member of the Philadelphia Eagles.
And changing Tighten Up to Bolt Up.
Yeah. And getting Bolt Up into the anime. That was pretty awesome on their part. But yeah, not a lot of shots fired at the Titans. Pat McAfee taking some heat on this one.
The Colts being on that quarterback carousel.
Yeah, and McAfee here,
Being
seen
a carny,
as an Indiana carny with his tiny hands.
tiny baby hands.
Tiny carny hands there, asking for tips, running the Colts quarterback carousel. Awesome. And then you get to see the carousel itself with a Matt Ryan horse followed by Carson Wentz. And then you see a horse with a bolo tie.
Yes.
And that could only be one, Phillip Rivers. Looking pretty spiffy. Didn't go for the 17 there, just the bolo to represent with some powder blue and sunshine gold eyes. Pretty nice.
Yes.
Week 17, Sunday Night Football, Chargers-Rams. Chargers are the home team here.
Inside our own stadium.
Yeah.
Division rivalry going on.
Yeah, in-stadium rivalry. This first image is kind of, the Rams F them picks as you have burning draft cards.
Coach?
It's just somebody wearing a Rams skull that says, "Hello, my name is Rams."
Okay. I thought that was the head coach for a second.
And then they had the Hollywood sign covered up with Rams House, and then the O there falls away to reveal a W, hopefully signifying a Chargers win in that Sunday Night Football matchup.
Yes.
Week 18, we get Russell Wilson back, and in the offseason, Mile High Stadium, Invesco Stadium, whatever they're calling it today, a little fire in the bleachers.
Little fire. Good thing no one was injured.
No one was injured. No one was at the stadium, but this is Week 18, Chargers traveling to Denver.
Throw in a little shade.
For the season finale.
At The Mile High Stadium being burnt.
Yeah. And then it finished with some imagery of Justin Herbert through the years. That was kind of a nice little montage, if you will. And the regular season schedule as it lays out was shown in this image that they show here of the schedule. The thing that jumps out very quickly: 5 primetime games.
5.
1 Thursday night.
The max.
Yep, the max. 13 teams had the max 5 primetime games, Chargers being one of them. Not only 5, but, towards the end of the season, week 16, week 17, those are the last ones on the schedule, because week 18, there'll be something flexed like the Raiders-Chargers was last year. So late season, so they're anticipating the Chargers to have a good record and be in contention. That's what that tells you. 1 Thursday night football game,
1 Monday night,
2 Sunday nighters, and 2 Monday nighters.
Or two. What 2?
Thursday night is at the Chiefs. The 2 Sunday nighters are at the Niners, at the Rams.
Yes.
Rams versus the Rams at home.
Versus the Chargers, you meant.
Yeah, the Chargers playing the Rams. Monday Night Football is the Week 6 home game against the Broncos. And then the other Colts. Monday Night Football is traveling to Indianapolis Week 16, day after Christmas. And
yes.
So, looks good from that perspective that everyone gets to see those games.
Looks good. We just did it in a grid for you.
Yeah, I went ahead and put this into a calendar just to see if anything jumped out. And I started with the preseason games, August 13th, playing the Rams preseason. So you see them first game of the year, second to the last regular season game of the year. Obviously,
we double up on Rams.
Yeah, obviously that preseason game will be very vanilla. And
will we see the famous play that every team plays?
Yeah, you'll see the first offensive play, the boot to the right, hitting the tight end in the flat to start it off, probably on both sides of the ball. And then
I was just joking with you.
That is the number one preseason game to get, play everybody runs to get their quarterback going, right?
Yes, but I was just...
It's all good.
Joking with you.
Yeah. And then Dallas, it looks like, comes to L.A. for the second preseason game. That's probably when everybody will get most of their run there.
A little bit better.
And then the final preseason is at the Saints. Not exactly when that game is going to take place, whether it's going to be Friday the 26th, Saturday the 27th. Unlikely to be on a Sunday. But yeah, more details on that, but I think it's an away game.
I'm expecting Justin Herbert not to play that much.
Right. Just probably that game against Dallas might be when he gets most of his work in the preseason, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Then as you see in the schedule, just like we talked about, week 1, Raiders travel to SoFi. 4 days later, Chargers travel to Kansas City. This clearly shows in this calendar that there's only one Thursday night game.
And then a 10-day break.
Yeah. Only one Thursday night game on the schedule. It comes early. It comes the earliest one there is, week 2. And that benefits the Chargers, I think.
Yes.
10 days off, and then you face the Jaguars in SoFi. And then we kind of get into this rough portion of the schedule where, and this is probably from a travel perspective, never mind the teams, just the traveling to Houston and then traveling to the Browns in back-to-back weeks.
Yes.
That is probably the most difficult portion from,
we don't have a overseas game.
Yeah, no overseas game. Just all the games, lots of miles. But here you have these 2 games bunched up. But then once you get done with the Browns, then you have 8 days until you play the Broncos on Monday Night Football. So that's kind of a nice
Yes.
respite there. 6 days later, Seahawks come to town, and then you're on a bye.
Yes, which is nice.
Coming off the bye is long travel to Atlanta, but you've just rested up.
That's probably the longest.
Yeah, that's the longest trip on this. Is to Atlanta.
Stretch.
Yeah, and you get that the week after your bye, that away game. Your next game is in San Francisco. So after getting back from Atlanta, so it's in the same state, same time zone.
In state, same time zone.
Just a trip up to the Bay.
Trip up 10.
Yeah. And then Kansas City comes to SoFi, so you stay at home. Arizona Cardinals is on the road, but that's a short trip, followed by a short trip to the Raiders. So travel, not too far distance travel. And then you get in back-to-back weeks, you get Miami coming to SoFi. Long trip for them.
Long trip for them. We don't have to lift a finger.
Right, and followed by the Titans traveling to L.A.
Also, we don't have to lift a finger there.
And a long trip for them. And so really, that's a stretch of 6 games where, the Chargers are in a very close proximity to L.A. the whole time. Very important part of the season, but everybody should be on the same page by this point.
Yes.
On the defense, on the offense, things should be clicking.
Some people say the first month is like an extension of the preseason.
Yeah, and this is really the heart of the season. If the Chargers can take advantage of that limited travel and really put some good wins in the bank, that goes a long way to making the playoffs for sure.
Yes.
After the Titans, the one long road trip left on the schedule, that Monday nighter in Indiana. But there's such a big distance between that Atlanta trip and that Indianapolis trip that, like we just talked about, this fits in nicely as the schedule is put together. You return from Indiana to play the Rams in SoFi.
And
you finish up the season. It's a trip to Denver. But once again, that's specific to Mountain Time, so it's not a tremendously long trip there. I think
so. The schedule really broke the Chargers away.
I would absolutely agree. I was just about to say the same thing. You get that Thursday night football game out of the way early in the season. You have those back-to-back long trips, but then you're at home surrounding that for a period of time. Bye week is at a good spot. Then, coming out of the bye to get to play Atlanta on the road.
Depending on how Atlanta's doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good team to play out of the bye week, right?
Yes.
And then you got that 6-game stretch where the schedule has been very favorable for you. You got to pack wins. Stack wins.
Stack wins
in that period. And then you have a little portion there to follow up Colts, Rams, and Broncos.
Yes.
And hopefully be in a position for...
If we have a year to actually make it to the Super Bowl, I mean, this seems like the year.
From a schedule perspective, yeah, we don't know how exactly all these teams are going to be playing at the time you face them. But from how this thing could have gone together... if you had a late season Thursday night game, that would not be good.
It could have been terrible.
Yeah, if you would have, packed the Atlanta, Indiana games a little bit closer. So the schedules could have broke the other way, but I see this as very favorable.
Yes. So
even though they're traveling 23,266 miles in 30 time zones.
Yes. Without an overseas game as well.
Yeah. And that's, So hopefully looking at this, you got something out of out of that, look at the schedule on a calendar.
A little look behind the scenes. It really helps you
Yeah.
with the slideshow.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're on the audio podcast on Apple, if you go out on YouTube, you can see that calendar. Any other thoughts before we get out of here?
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah. On the YouTube channel, Chargers Outside Zone, if you can subscribe and like this video, set up notifications, that would be great. On Twitter, you can follow us at LAC Outside Zone. And
Yes, and also email us.
yeah, if you have any questions for us, feel free to send us an email at chargersoutsidezone@gmail.com. We would love to interact with the community for sure. And congratulations to @Chargers366 as the winner of our first giveaway, but not our last giveaway. We will have more in the future.
More in the future, more details to come.
So join us every Tuesday and Saturday for new episodes. Thank you for coming along for this look at the schedule review.
Yes.
And have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.